These are the Magnipliers by Gerber. Fishing pliers have been around for a really long time in one form or another. When we set out to design our pliers, we decided that ergonomics were a real opportunity for us to make a difference for anglers. A lot of pliers on the market deal with ergonomic matters through the use of a rubber overmold on the aluminum. Well, that's nice for a little bit, until it sits in the sun for a while and winds up going to hell from UV exposure. Because we decided against any sort of rubber overmold, it was up to us to optimize the shape of the handles so that your hand would actually interface them and engage them positively. I learned from my days as a motorcycle mechanic and a motorcycle rider, if you set up a brake to engage a little bit farther back towards where your hand is making a fist, you're really taking advantage of the strength of your hand, and that results in a lot more control. The product team decided to use those insights in the design of these pliers to maximize grip and control while your hand is more closed than open. A lot of knives that we do have a finger choil on the grip here. It just gives a place for your finger to rest, more control, better grip. We decided to integrate that into the design of the plier. Getting the hook out of a fish's mouth sometimes is no easy task. Half the battle can sometimes be actually seeing down the fish's mouth to where you're actually working. With these pliers, we've canted the nose of the plier down away from the handle so that it actually removes it from your line of sight while you're removing the hook. Having the maximum amount of grip and control with your pliers can make the difference between botching the job or getting it done right. Most of the aluminum pliers out there are either stamped, extruded, or otherwise simply formed. We wanted to take advantage of hot forging to move the metal exactly where we wanted to for ergonomic purposes and to make the pliers unbelievably strong. A lot of pliers that I've used in the past have trouble getting through braided line. With our carbide cutters, it's no problem. Split shot, crushed it. Because we spring-loaded the pliers and biased them open, we included a plunge lock that's operated by this thumb lever. That means you can close them to stow them and go. Having the ability to close your pliers and keep them closed while they're in your pocket can reduce the likelihood of them going through your pants, poking a hole in your waders, or jabbing you in the leg while you're moving around. When the time does come to replace the jaw tips on your pliers, you'll find that a lot of other companies have placed the fastener heads on the inside of the jaws. It's virtually impossible to get a driver in between the jaw tips without taking the pliers apart, not with Gerber. We moved it to the outside of the jaws to make it a lot easier to deal with. Upward fasteners make it really simple to replace the jaw tips by being able to access them with your driver without taking the pliers apart. Beyond that, the cutters are actually swappable from the lock side to the free side. You don't have to replace anything, you're just swapping them and you get a brand new cutting edge and a brand new anvil surface. That doubles the life of the cutters. The Magnipliers include a sheath and a lanyard. Because of the multiple tether locations on the pliers, it's easy to put it on right hand, left hand, belt carry, or chest carry. Also what it does is this carabiner here allows you to detach the pliers from your person in case somebody else on the boat or somebody else on the river needs to use them. We designed the Magniplier to be ideally suited to adventure angling situations. Whether you're on a kayak, whether you're hiking, whether you're wading in a river, the Magnipliers are built to last.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Thomas. We're out on the Columbia River today. Caught some salmon this morning, this afternoon we're fishing for sturgeon. But I wanted to show you guys some of our new pliers we've got coming out. This is our Speed Demon Pro pliers. So one of the first things you're going to notice is the handle on these pliers. So we're using the super polymer grip, which is the same material that we use on some of our rods, our Speed Demon Pro rods and our Speed Demon Pro reels. So the other thing I want to tell you is these are stainless steel 420 pliers. They've got a Teflon coating on them. We've got a lot of different features on the jaws themselves. So you can tell right here we've got some carbide cutters. So they're great for cutting braid, mono, even fluorocarbon. We've got a couple other features too. So you see these slots on the side here. That's used for tuning baits. So if you got using some hard baits and you need to make sure they're swimming straight, you can bend the eyelet a little bit. And then we've got some holes on the other side. So if you need to cinch down some knots and you're changing out hooks or changing out baits, you can put the hook right through there. Then you can pull to cinch down your knot tight. And then you can see we've also got a nice sheath that comes with it. So this is a molded sheath. We left it open on the bottom so the water's going to drain out. It's not going to retain moisture and eventually rust. And then on the back side we've got a swivel clip here that you can put on your hip if you want to, and a lanyard also. So some people like to use a lanyard, some people don't. So it depends on the situation and how you like using the product. So go check them out, the new KastKing Speed Demon Pro pliers. If you're fishing on a budget or tend to go through pliers and other tools relatively quickly, we've got a whole new line of inexpensive yet very durable and rugged tools for you to use called the Intimidator series. The first product in this series is called the crimper cutters. This is made out of real tough and durable CV steel material, so it's much harder than the rest of the product line because it's meant to cut wire up to 2 millimeter thick. We've also got some crimping slots and some slots in here for you to cinch down knots if you need to. So if you make a lot of leaders or like to do your own rigs, this is a perfect tool for that situation. The whole line of Intimidator pliers is made from S45 steel, so it's very hard and durable, much harder than aluminum or stainless steel. So it's going to hold up for a long time. It's not going to bend on you. We've also got they are all coated with a tough Teflon coating, so it really creates a hard outer shell that protects the steel underneath and also resists corrosion. The first two pliers are these small 5-inch pliers. They're both spring-loaded. One of them has a split ring nose, the other has a straight nose. They both have a cutter on them for cutting wire or cutting mono, won't cut braid. And these are perfect pliers, you know, if you're going to change out some hooks on your baits, or if you're doing some fishing with some really small fish, panfish, bluegill, bream. Great pliers for that situation. The next three pliers are really our long nose pliers. So we've got two 7-inch pliers. One is a straight nose, the other is actually a bent nose, so if you need to reach down deep into those fish to get a hook, it's a little bit easier if you've got a bent nose. They both have some slots on them for crimping. They both have some tuning slots, so if you need to tune some of your hard baits, you can put the eyelet on the bait in there and bend them a little bit to get them to run a little straighter. And then the last one in the series is a 9-inch plier. So this is just like the 7-inch, just a little bit longer. So it's got about a 3.5-inch jaw on it. So if you need to reach in there a long ways, great for toothy fish. You know, if you're up north for pike or walleye, or out on the coast, you know, for speckled trout or other toothy fish that are out there as well. And the last two pliers we have in this series are these heavy-duty 7-inch pliers. We've got two different pliers. One's a split nose and one's a straight nose plier. Both of them have serrated jaws, so they're going to grip hooks just fine. They've got crimping slots between the jaws, so if you're putting on some split shot weights or making some steel leaders with some sleeves, you can crimp the sleeves. We've got tuning slots on the side here, so you can tune your baits. And then what's really unique about these pliers is we've got carbide cutter on the side. So you rarely see this on steel pliers. So these cutters are going to cut any kind of line you need. They're going to cut mono, they're going to cut braid, and they're going to cut fluorocarbon. So go check our full line of Intimidator pliers. I'm sure you're going to find at least one, possibly more, that might be a good fit for your tackle box.
Today I want to tell you about a tool that you must have in your fishing arsenal, and that is the ZACX pliers. Here is what you do need. ZACX multi-use pliers, guys. These pliers will do the job of all those tools that I have mentioned before. This aluminum grade multi-use plier, super light, will do the job of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other tools, and this is all you need. They are light. They have this little bungee cord so that you don't drop them in the water. Let's talk about the braid cutters that this has. Check it out. This is 50-pound braid. Look how easily this thing cuts through it. Check it out. See that? Easy money. Look, let's just check it out. Look, easy like butter. You didn't have to apply too much force. Check it out. Gone. Let's double it up. Let's double it up. 2 lines of 50-pound braid, and notice I'm not really putting tension on the other side. You know that if you put tension on braid like this, it's easier to cut through it. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna cut straight across. Check it out. Oh my goodness, that was 2 lines of 50-pound braid. So let's do 4 layers of 50-pound braid. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. So there it is. I am gonna cut right there. Look at that, guys. Look how clean that cut is. 4 lines of 50-pound braid, heavy 50-pound braid, and it just cuts like butter. Let's see it again. You hear that little snap, and it's cut. So the braid cutters are super sharp. You can use them as regular pliers just to take a hook out, and they're look at the profile, guys. Look at that profile. You can get through any gills of any fish with that low profile, and then you have big leverage. These open on its own. But what about the split ring pliers? Check it out. It has it right there. Let's check out how that works. All right, guys, so I have one of my crankbait boxes here. Let's grab one of the crankbaits. Let's see. All right, let's grab this big 6 cent crankbait. All right, guys, so let's say I'm in a tournament. I'm getting bit on this deep diving crankbait from 6 cents. All I need to do to stretch these hooks out is grab my ZACX pliers, get a hold of that ring, and just get that hook out. So now if I want to put it back on, get that hook back in there, and after 10 seconds you are back on the water catching some big fish with that crankbait.
Hello everyone, this is Washington. I'm coming at you again with another review today. Today's review is on our stainless steel fishing pliers. These are a great set of stainless steel fishing pliers. I love the sheet that they come in, which is really nice. The lanyard that it comes attached to is very cool too. Nice strong lanyard, and then of course the clip along with the magnetic with the stretchy reattachable or re-rollable string is also really nice, because everybody knows when you're fishing you're always dropping things in the water. The first thing that I like about them, of course, is that they're made of very good quality material. It's stainless steel, which is great against corrosion, especially when you're using them in salt water. The great thing about these pliers is that you can use them for salt water, fresh water, and they're just a wonderful set of pliers. They come with a small lock that you see there, twist it open, and then of course it has a spring action, which just makes it much easier to go ahead and work, especially after they've seen some time in the water. This is going to come in very handy. The shape of it is very ergonomically designed. The ergonomical design of it is very friendly and user friendly for the hand. The grip is wonderful. This right here is an anti-slip handle, which of course when you're dealing with fish, you get all that fish mucus or all that fish slime on your hands, and it's nice to know that you can still hold this and be able to work. And as you can see, we have crimpers here for when you're going ahead and using it for the different types of hooks that you want to go ahead and do. Plus we have the line cutter if you wanted to cut it right back here. And then of course the hooker, so you can go ahead and actually pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. A wonderful set of pliers, very well made. Like I said, stainless steel. The ergonomical design on it is very comfortable, and it comes with a nice lock. Like I said, quality material. It comes with this beautiful, wonderful little sheath. And what makes it nicer is it's easier to use. So for the freshwater or saltwater, if you know anyone who's a man or woman who loves to fish, anglers, professional fishermen, you know, anyone who's just out fishing for the day, wonderful set for Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Christmas. Wonderful little set of tools that you can get here.